Hey everybody, Seth David here from the world famous Nerd Enterprises Incorporated. Happy Tax Day. It's Tax Day, April 15th, 2019. And I'm excited about a lot of things. But first, I want to share something with you because I have a feeling this is what may be on a lot of your minds, especially with it being tax day, is how do I get my books done, right? If you haven't filed your returns yet, it's probably because your books aren't ready. How do you get them ready? Or maybe you don't have books at all. I get asked this question a lot. What do I do? How do I put my books together when I have no books to speak of because I've been too busy selling and making money? Right now I need to keep track of it all. So, simple answer. A lot of you who are on my email list have gotten on the list because you wanted to download the video that I've done on how to clean up your books in QuickBooks Online. And by the way, I've got a whole series coming out that covers the same thing on desktop. It's going to be a course, actually. This one's not going to be available for free. I'm not going to charge a lot for it, but going to charge something. Anyway, so if you've gone through that process, that video, then you know essentially how to either clean up or put together a set of books. It's the same process. When we're reviewing your books to see what we need to do, if you have books to speak of, we'll go through your balance sheet, as you know, and we'll see, is this stuff accurate? And if not, what will it take to get it accurate, right? If the bank recs are done, and they're done currently, then that's a big chunk of the battle right there. But if the banks haven't been reconciled for a year, then we've got a year's worth of cleanup to do at the very least, right? So that's how we do it, is we go through and put that picture together. Now, if there are no books to speak of, then I'll have to ask you a bunch of questions aimed at trying to figure out what belongs on the balance sheet, starting with how many bank accounts do you have? You'll tell me two. I've got one general account and one for payroll. Great. What about credit cards? Do we have credit cards that we use for the company? Yes or no? Usually it's yes. Usually there's at least one credit card that's used for the company. And sometimes I'll be going through the banking and I'll see payments to other credit cards. And so I'll ask you and you'll often tell me, oh, that's a personal card. We just put some business charges on it, so we're getting reimbursed. And I'll say, that's great. Let's document that properly, right? Because that's how we get bulletproof books, is by properly documenting things like that. Because I'm always thinking, if some auditor is in here scrutinizing the heck out of your books, I want to be able to prove it. So what I'm going to have you put together for something like that is a list, could be a spreadsheet, of each charge, the amount, the date, the payee, right? And that should total up to the amount that you paid from the business to the personal credit card. We treat it exactly like an expense report. And that way, and we also probably will have a column indicating exactly which credit card of yours, which personal card it was, so that if I need to, I can go back and pull up a statement. And then we'll also need copies of the receipts. A lot of people ask, why do I need copies of the receipts if I have the credit card statement? And the answer, quite simply and quickly, is because the credit card statement doesn't itemize what you've actually purchased. So it might prove that you purchased something for $345, but it doesn't prove or give you the information you need in order to prove that it's coded to the right place, right? I can go to Staples and I can buy food, or I can buy office supplies, or I can buy computer equipment, right? So we need to go deep with this if we want the books bulletproof, in order to make sure that everything's documented and we can prove every number on every financial report that ever gets produced from your set of books. That's what it means to have bulletproof books. And that's the course I'm working on, by the way. So if you go over to courses.nerdenterprises.com, I'm actually slowly moving everything over to this platform, right? You'll find the courses. You'll find live education and training where you can get one-on-one. And once you sign up, you'll get a link to schedule. Do it now because I'm going away. Now that tax season's over, I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm gone for about a week. So I won't be available for appointments until probably first week of May, maybe even later by now. You can go down on this first page and click here if you just want to schedule a 30-minute discovery call so we can figure out what you need and how I can best serve you. Or you can just go right here and sign up straight away if you just know you need the help. I'm moving Nerd's blog over here. It is going to ask for your email address. It doesn't cost anything. The reason I do that is because I have to. It's laid out like a course because the course infrastructure here makes it beautiful and really easy for me to organize content so that it's easier for you to find what you're looking for, right? Once you've signed up there, you'll click on my library, and that will get you to that and any courses that you have signed up for, which hopefully you'll sign up for the Business Owner's Bulletproof Bookkeeping course. Even if you're an accountant, this is for everyone. I've got 2 sections rolled out. It's very robust. It's very deep. I plan on making the entire course that way, and I'm offering a ridiculous deep discount on the course while it's still in production. But you have access to 2 sections right now, completely live, very thorough deep dive on banking and bank feeds and how to grab data from your bank and push it into QuickBooks Online. If in case you can't access the bank feeds, your bank feeds sometimes break with the bank, I show you how you can get around that very easily so it doesn't slow you down a bit if something goes wrong with the bank feed, or for that matter, if your bank isn't included in the list of banks that you can download from. Most banks are, but if you're working with a small local bank or a credit union, then it's possible you won't find your bank on the list. So we've got the whole first section rolled out, how to get the banking in there and get it coded. Right? And then I've got the lists. I'm covering all the major lists, and then in the last lesson in this section, I go over some of the less major lists just to make sure that you know exactly where to go to find everything that you'll need. And of course, this helps us prepare for everything else that's going to come in the course. I've linked to the outline. If you go into the checkout page, there's a link to the outline so you can review the outline before you sign up and check out. You'll also find the coupon code right there on the checkout page so you can take $500 off the price of the course. I hope you're enjoying life, having fun, learning something along the way. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you on the web.